Hey everybody, welcome back. We are watching Good Witch. We're on season 7, episode 2. I don't know the title yet. We just got done watching the other one, and I'm not quite tired enough to go to bed yet, so we're going to go ahead and watch this and at least get caught up on some recordings a little bit and go from there. So, let's see what's in store for the gang this episode. And what does George have to do with the tree, the life tree? That's what I'm going to call it until they say something. Call it something. And this one's called the shell. So the shell with the J on it, I'm assuming. Looks like pot, doesn't it? A little bit. Big chunks of pot. Depends on how big the scale is, but it does look like dirt too. The shell.
You know how
Getting
in
right up where
classic
we left
mysteries,
off.
the butler always did it?
Didn't see that coming.
I don't think any of us did.
One of us should have. Why'd you leave us?
She made me promise not to give you three the pouches until the next red haloed moon.
Red
Your
haloed
great-grandmother,
moon. So I wasn't off with the
she
color
never
of the
told me
moon,
what,
although it wasn't
but
a
she
red
said
haloed
figuring
moon.
it out.
They still didn't explain how the dirt went into that shape, just pouring it out of the bag.
Everyone being together.
I've never seen you so excited for a family dinner.
Can you make it?
Why don't you focus less on the whistleblowing and more on the talking things out? Last night was
Good
pretty
advice,
amazing.
Abigail.
You don't need your golf clubs for the driving range, do you?
Oh no.
I'm afraid yes.
Ran over him.
him.
One should never leave things till the last minute, but might just be my innocence talking.
Maybe the answer is right around the corner.
And some grime and some grease.
Grease is the word.
The movie Grease.
Kiss your brain.
It's
you're
a great movie.
brilliant.
Poodle skirts.
Hula hoops.
How about drag races?
Silly Samuel. We can always find a way to
Grease is the word.
Surprise!
What?
This must be Eileen.
You've played enough cards for me to know when you're bluffing.
I'm not bluffing. Who's bluffing?
Okay, maybe this.
He's nervous.
I can't wait to get on that plane with you.
Me too.
So is that all we're going to get of Eileen?
How do you feel about that?
Confused. I'm not on Sparksy.
If I told you I made you a profile.
Joy did it.
We were both reaching for a copy of Rocket Man in the record store.
Oh.
Oh, bingo.
Elton John.
Match. Ta-ta.
Seriously.
In the field.
Literally.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't realize you were still talking.
Uh-oh, hopefully we're not button heads.
I appreciate the offer, but we have a thing.
No, we don't. We'd love to come over.
Actually, Cassie must have forgotten because we do have a thing.
Yeah, you're right. We do. They're coming over. How's 7?
Perfect. We'll see then.
Is this really supposed
Awkward.
to take? It was hard boiled, but when we go against Sam's team, it's gonna be the real deal.
Easy, Serena Williams. It's
Hi, little
egg relay,
girl.
not Wimbledon.
Well, I could work things out with my dad.
It's not easy to imagine being open to.
I think Vincent's going to end up being family. I don't know what she's trying to lick off me.
Ooh,
It's not any
I
food.
got you.
Talk about deja vu.
So I knew they would be back to the beach.
Merrywick mysteries.
Sometimes luck comes when you least expect it.
Will Vincent end up adopting him? We talked about playing
How long you been
baseball,
with Arthur?
teaching baseball.
I think everyone would feel better getting everything out in the open. There's really no better place to talk than a family dinner.
The dinner table is
They're
no
pushing
place
each
to air
other.
dis-
Oh, they don't
Maybe it
celebrate
could be
Festivus, where you
My
air your
table,
grievances.
My rules.
Everything all right?
Her car broke down.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go get her.
Stephanie's being awfully good about it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the tree of life.
Exactly. It's a
Ah.
symbol of strength.
I wasn't too far off then.
Tree.
We also got a lot more questions.
It's also a symbol of genealogy.
Did you think more about what I said?
I did. But talking things out is not the Davenport way.
So I've heard.
How about a toast?
He's a great guy. I'm really glad you two found each other. I wish you nothing but happiness.
It sounded sincere.
Cheers.
The lobster croquette, perhaps.
We used to
Maybe
have
one of
the
your-
chicken croquette that you buy at
Every
the
night
grocery
at
store
dinner,
all the
my
time.
wife would- How are you and Congressman Kim gonna have a meeting with the president when Congressman Kim fired you?
Abigail seems pleased.
Come on, you've never done the electric slide.
Never.
It took me forever to learn it, and I still don't know it now. I probably had it memorized for maybe 2 weeks.
Is that all?
No shame in throwing in the towel.
It's not over yet.
Whoops. Is there a secret under the jacket?
You'll know when the moment's right.
That's your advice?
Hey, I'm Dr. Sam, not Dr. Phil.
Okay. We're talking.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Are we mourning?
Who had the best day wasn't such a great idea?
It worked beautifully when they were kids.
Are you sure they felt that way?
It's not always good to ignore things and gloss over them and pretend they're not there, because they just do and fester. And you don't learn how to handle them a healthy way.
Had that dream again.
Sit, eat, tell.
I like the little individual pie.
Oh, just hug already.
They seem to make up a little quick, but it is a TV show.
Speaking of old and school, what brings Dottie Davenport to my office?
I needed a friend.
I got some game.
Yeah, we haven't found out what he found out, or Cassie found out
Sorry
from the
about having
house.
with Change of plans.
I was okay at basketball. Oh, he backed up.
We'll always have Peru.
Oh, she's being good about it.
It's interesting.
No, I mean, what happens to the painting if we take out the wall?
Well, here's a strike three.
You know what? I got a better idea.
They make fun of softball, but some of those softball pitches are pretty fast.
Please don't.
Uh-oh. Something bad happened.
Let me go check on her. I had a heart transplant 5 years ago. And you're scared.
So it's a fear of commitment.
Wouldn't be fair to Grant. Well, maybe you should let Grant decide what's fair.
Good advice. If he couldn't handle it, he would let her know.
None of this would have happened.
Way to kick a man when he's down.
What are we talking about?
She's dressed a little bit like Sandy at the end of the movie. A little bit. She's also dressed like Sandy at the beginning of the movie.
I miss us.
Me too.
They're getting back together. I'd hoped for a long time that I'd get back together with Essel number 3.
No,
I had finally gotten over it, though.
I need to find what I'm missing.
I liked them together. Maybe they'll still find their way together, though.
You were right. And thank you.
Those are words Dottie never says. He's just like Danny.
Wouldn't be the golden boy if I wasn't. You in?
Only if you're the Bobby Soxer.
It's pretty much tied. Oh, he's winning. Aw, the kid feels bad.
Amazing.
Was it Michael? Cheers, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control for the power you're supplying. It's electrifying. I've watched it one too many times. Uh-oh.
Looks like everyone's gonna miss the best part. Follow my lead.
They're gonna dance. You're the one that I want. Oh, yes, indeed.
No.
I still think he's related to them somehow.
We have a couple of golden boys of our own.
We have a couple of golden girls of our own.
It is a little weird to have Abigail talking about kids.
Thanks for walking me home.
Anytime.
The shell. She said she didn't have it. It is a red moon. Last one being 1913. What year is this supposed to be in?
I know what the symbol's for.
Oh, we're gonna stop there? That's not fair. We're making biscuits right now. You realize I'm gonna lean forward now, which means you're gonna jump. They're really emphasizing George and Laurel knowing each other. But I was trying to think. He keeps saying Cassie's great grandmother. He is father age to Cassie. So would that mean that George was a little boy when he knew Laurel as a adult, like a grandparent type of figure? Because that's kind of the generation gap that we're talking about, right? So that's one of the thoughts that's been going through my head. And then I still don't know how we're connecting everything. It is weird to have Abigail talking about children and babies. It's weird to see her and Dottie getting along. And those are probably my biggest thoughts on the episode. I knew I had seen the red moon, and they keep showing it, and it is waxing. No, it's waning. I think it's in the waning stage. I can't remember which one's which as far as what we fall, but it's on its way towards a full moon, and it's going to be a red full moon the way it's going. But usually the red moon is only like for 2 to 3 days, and usually associated with a lunar eclipse, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'll look that up when I'm editing. At any rate, the little girl keeps trying to eat my pajamas. Now it's on the leg that she's trying to eat. She's right here. She's looking at the screen. She's like, what are the bars doing? Why do they keep bouncing? Look at those colors. You guys can't see her. I'm sorry. So basically, the moon is going to be red for about 15 days because we're talking half a cycle of the moon from new moon to full moon is about 15 days, right? So that's a long time for it to be red because a lunar eclipse is usually that night or something like that. And when you have a red moon or a blue moon, it's because of elements in the sky and timing and all that kind of stuff. We have them more than every 100 years. They were saying, oh, a red haloed moon, that might be different. But we've had red moons quite a few times in my lifetime. So, yeah, I don't know. All right. So that's where we're at with that episode. Thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, and I loved Grease. Bye.